Have you ever looked at your dog and just wondered what's really going on in that adorable furry head of theirs? Well, today we're going to tackle one of the biggest questions for any dog lover. How in the world do they pick their number one human?
I mean, think about it for a second. If you live with family or roommates, there's usually that one person who gets a slightly more frantic tail wag, right? A few extra welcome home licks.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We all secretly hope we're the one who holds that extra special place in our dog's heart. Well, you've come to the right place. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the science and, the secrets behind why your dog is so drawn to certain people. If you want to learn more about your best friend, you're not going to want to miss this. And hey, if you love this kind of stuff, make sure you're subscribed to our channel, Love Dogs. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with something called the power of association. Then we'll get into how personality and communication play a huge part. We'll even look at how their past experiences matter. After that, we'll talk about what you can do to become their favorite, and finally the fun part, the signs that prove you're already the one. Okay, first up, let's talk about the absolute bedrock of your dog's affection. It all starts with association. This is, without a doubt, the foundation of your friendship. You see, dogs are super smart. They're not just living in the moment, they are constantly making connections. And this idea of positive association is key. It's simple, really. If you are the person who brings all the good stuff into their life, the treats, the dinner, the fun games, they're going to connect you with all those amazing feelings. So think of it like this. It's kind of a simple balance sheet in their mind. The more you're linked to things in that good stuff column, the stronger that bond is going to be. But on the flip side, they also remember the not so good stuff, like harsh voices or really stressful situations. It's exactly why your dog probably doesn't jump for joy when you pull up to the vet's office. But it goes way deeper than just who's dishing out the kibble. Let's move on and see how this whole thing builds into a real, genuine connection based on who you are and who they are. Just like people, dogs are drawn to personalities that just click with their own. So a super high-energy dog, like a border collie, is probably going to gravitate toward an active person who's always ready for a game of fetch. A more chill dog, maybe a basset hound, will probably bond with someone who enjoys a cozy night on the couch. It's all about finding that vibe that feels comfortable and right. Now, this is fascinating. This slide gets into the science behind something a lot of us just do naturally. Researchers at the University of York found that dogs actually respond better to what they call dog-directed speech, that happy, high-pitched voice we use. It literally strengthens the bond. So yeah, all that baby talk you do, turns out it's totally backed by science. Okay, next up, we've got to remember that sometimes a dog's preferences were set in stone long before you ever came into the picture. Their past plays a huge, huge role. And check this out, it's a perfect illustration of how a dog's very breed can shape their social life. For hundreds of years, some breeds were designed for jobs that required a super tight bond with one person. Think of greyhounds or Shiba Inus. They often become one-person dogs. But then you have breeds like Labradors or Boxers who are bred to be social butterflies, friendly with just about everyone. It doesn't mean a lab won't have a favorite, of course, but their love might be spread a little more generously. And here's another massive factor, that critical socialization window, which happens roughly between birth and 6 months old. During this time, a puppy's brain is basically a little sponge, soaking everything up and forming connections that will last a lifetime. So if they have really great, gentle experiences with a certain kind of person, maybe a man with a deep voice or a woman who wears hats, they can develop a lifelong preference for people with those traits. Okay, so knowing all of this, what can you actually do to become your dog's absolute favorite? Let's get into your action plan. This right here is so important. Your dog absolutely knows the difference between you just being around and you being truly with them. Just hanging out in the same room is nice, sure, but it doesn't forge a bond like quality time does. That focused, engaging game of fetch or a fun training session, that's where the magic really happens. So really, it all boils down to 2 simple but powerful steps. First, make that engaging quality time a daily habit. And second, learn to speak their language. When you can read their body language, when you know what a tail tuck means or what their ears are telling you, you build this incredible level of trust. They learn that you get them, and that makes you their safe place. So after you've put in all this love and effort, how can you tell if you've done it? Let's talk about the wonderful, heartwarming signs that show you've truly won your dog's heart. Oh, you'll know. If you're their favorite, they'll become your little shadow, following you from the kitchen to the bathroom and back again. They'll lean their whole body weight against you. They'll choose to sleep near you, maybe even right on top of you. And when they're scared or unsure, you're the one they'll run to. And yes, stealing your stinky socks or t-shirts, that's not them being naughty, that's a huge compliment. They want to be surrounded by your scent. Honestly, if you're seeing these signs, you should feel amazing. Being your dog's favorite person isn't some kind of competition. It's a real honor. It's a sign that you have a deep, healthy, trusting relationship. It means you're doing this whole dog parenting thing so right. So let's wrap it all up.
Becoming your dog's go-to person really comes down to three things: creating those positive associations, having personalities that just mesh well, and above all else, spending that focused quality time together. So I want to leave you with a little challenge. Thinking about everything we just talked about, what's one new thing you're going to try this week to connect with your dog? Maybe it's a new game or just setting aside 10 minutes for some focused training. We'd love to hear your ideas. I really hope this explainer gave you some good food for thought. And for more great tips on building an incredible bond with your dog, make sure you hit that subscribe button for the Love Dogs channel. Thanks for watching, and give your dog a scratch behind the ears for me.